everyone, and welcome to Nervous Nessie. I am at the airport. It is super early. It is like, let me look, I'll give you the exact time. It is 5:30 in the morning. I'm at the airport. I got my coffee, my second coffee for the morning. But yes, I'm at the airport waiting for my flight to head into Denver. And then from there I will pick up my rental car and hit the road. I will be shooting videos all day long, so yes, this is day one of the Final Four trip. Let's go. Okay, so I landed in Denver, picked up my luggage pretty fast, and then made my way outside to the shuttles to get to the car rental place. And right as I got there, the shuttle pulled up. Perfect timing. I got here and they were struggling to, by the way, I'm adjusting the mirrors of my car while I'm talking. They were struggling to find a car for me because I requested a hybrid, because I want to try and save on gas. And they had one, but it was like supposed to be having maintenance. And I was like, don't give me that car. So they were so nice. They found another one. They cleaned it. Actually, when I walked up, it still had water where they washed it. So they cleaned it really fast. And for my troubles, so to speak, they're giving me a free tank of gas. So whenever I go to return the car, I don't have to return the car filled up. So that was a nice little perk. But I am about to get on the road, and I'm going to make a stop along the way, probably run into like a Target or a grocery store and get water and snacks for the road. It'll be cheaper in a grocery store or Target versus a bunch of gas stations. So yeah, let's get on the road. Now, when it comes to a rental car, one of the first things you want to do is take pictures. So walk around the car and take a picture of all four sides of the car. So if there is previous damage, it doesn't essentially fall on you. Second is double check that there is a spare tire in the trunk or wherever it's supposed to be for the vehicle, just to be on the safe side. And when you do pick up the vehicle, also ask them, is there a phone number you should call in case the car breaks down? Because yes, you could call the 1-800 customer service number, but usually they have a dedicated number to emergencies with their vehicles, and it's a lot faster to get assistance should something happen. Once you get into the car, make sure you adjust the seats and the mirrors to where it fits you and you don't have any problems. Okay, so I went to Target to get snacks and everything, and when I walked in, there was a lady there with a table, and she was giving away snacks and stuff, and I got to talking to her, and she like loaded me up with snacks. So I was just gonna show you what I got here. I got a lot of stuff because this is supposed to last me for a week. So if I happen to run out, then I guess I need to go on a diet because I got so much food. So what she gave me, I wanted to show you that first. It's little Ziploc bags, and it has pretzels, just basic pretzels. She gave me a bunch of those. And then it also has animal crackers and frosted animal crackers, which I love these things. I could just eat those every day. Which was really nice of her. Since she gave me the pretzels, I decided to get these, this Jif to-go peanut butter, little cups. It's like 8 cups in here of peanut butter, so I can dip my pretzels in the peanut butter. And then I got gummy bears, and I got Sour Patch Kids as my candy. Then I didn't really want to get too much chocolate because it's supposed to be really, really hot this week, regardless of where I am. But I found this s'mores. I don't know what brand this is. I don't know if this is the Target brand, but s'mores trail mix. I thought that would be nice. And then as far as salty, I got Doritos and the flaming hot fries. So I have a good mixture of snacks, and then of course I did get some water. I am very, very thirsty. While I am stopped in this little city, I don't know what city this is, but while I'm stopped in this little city, I am going to try and grab some fast food for lunch to where I can eat on the road, because I'm a little bit late leaving compared to what I wanted to. I wanted to kind of be gone by 11, and right now it's 12:30. So I'm gonna try to find some fast food and then just hit the road and go wide open all the way to South Dakota. I will be going through Nebraska and hopefully get some pictures and stuff there. And there is one stop along the way in Nebraska. If I'm making good time, I'll try and stop, but if not, it's no big deal. But now we have snacks and we are officially ready to hit the road. I am standing on the side of the road like a crazy person, but the reason why is because I'm in Nebraska now. Well, technically as soon as I pass this sign right here, but yeah, I made it to Nebraska. One of the 4 states is about to be marked off the list. I'm so excited. Okay, let me get this car started here. Get some air going. It is hot today. It is very hot today. It's like 88 degrees. I was not expecting it to be that hot. I have the feeling my music is probably going to start up here in a second. Hopefully not. Nope. Okay. So, yeah, I am making pretty good time. I will say, to get from Denver, Colorado up here to Nebraska, you pretty much take the 76 highway. I think it's a highway. It's 4 lanes, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. But, okay, see if I can get to go in here. But yeah, so it's pretty much 76 the whole way up here, and I did stop to use the restroom for a little bit. Now I've got to try and get back into traffic, and of course traffic is flying. Ah, nice, thank you people, they let me over. So traffic is flying. The speed limit on 76 is 75 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. I am used to speed limit of 65. So 75 miles an hour is pretty nice. The only downside is there's a lot of 18-wheelers, you know, semi-trucks, and if one of them is kind of slow, then the other one has to pass, and that can kind of clog traffic up for a minute, but then everyone can go around. But I have been going over the speed limit, I'll just say that, and making pretty good time. But yeah, I'm supposed to get...
Inside the lane to continue straight onto I-80 East.
Okay, so I'm about to get onto I-80 East, which is supposed to take me, I guess, towards Omaha, Nebraska, I guess. Or, I don't know, it's supposed to just keep going north. Even though it says it's east, I guess it's northeast. What was I saying? Oh, so, yeah, traffic's not too bad. Able to go pretty fast. Now, I will say this.
Continue straight onto I-80 East.
When I left Target, I did get some fast food and ate in the car.
Continue straight for 10 minutes to exit 170.
And then once I got onto the road, it was like I got to one spot and they said it was the last rest stop for like an hour. So I went ahead and ran into the restroom because I didn't want to have to deal with anything having to do with that. But between Denver and the Nebraska, I started to say Oklahoma, the Nebraska state line, there's nothing, like a whole lot of nothing. There's like every 30 minutes maybe, there's like a gas station, but there's nothing else. So just if you, depending on what you're driving, just keep that in mind as far as gas and whatnot. But since I'm driving a hybrid, I shouldn't have to fill up too much. I've only used about 200 miles worth of gas, something like that. I don't even think that much, but yeah, just something to keep in mind, you know, is watch your gas mileage. There's not too many gas stations. They're about 30 minutes apart. But yeah, now we are just gonna drive through Nebraska. So I have been driving in the middle of nowhere. I have been driving through Nebraska on a 2-lane road. You can kind of see behind me. It's the 61 North. I pretty much have drove all the way through Nebraska on this road, being the only vehicle on the road for miles at a time. I managed to find a place that I could stop and get gas because I was really worried that I mean, there was nothing. There's literally nothing on the road. No buildings, no businesses, no gas stations, nothing. I went all the way through Nebraska and I didn't get to get any souvenirs because there were no stores, nothing. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but I am now in South Dakota. So that is 2 of the 4 states that I can now say I've been to as soon as I go past this sign. I'm gonna head back to the car. I'm hoping once I kind of get into South Dakota, maybe I'll find some souvenirs for Nebraska, but I kind of doubt it. Another thing, I have to show you this. This is funny. So the front end of this car, look at this. The amount of bugs. They had freshly washed this car when I got it. And when I stopped for gas, I had to scrub the windshield of this car because of the amount of bugs. I could barely see out the windshield. But I believe, let me see here, I believe I'm about an hour away from Badlands National Park. Well, I made it to Badlands National Park and it is absolutely stunning. This view, I mean, this is crazy. And this trail goes like way over there on the other side. I think it's funny, but where are rattlesnakes? So obviously, if you're coming here and you have kids, you would want to keep an eye on your kids and keep an ear open for rattlesnakes. But one thing driving in I noticed is there were a lot of sunflower fields, and I'm seeing a lot of sunflowers kind of dotting the landscape as well. But just look at this. I mean, this is just gorgeous. And I would imagine if you were here at night, because there's no lights anywhere, I bet you could probably see all the stars at night. Yeah, this is really cool. So you can drive through the national park. And then they also have places where you can park and get out and walk. This is one of them, and it's a viewpoint. You can of course stay on the path. Looks like most of the paths are handicap accessible, but of course you can also wander a little bit off the path. I wouldn't go too far and get lost, but yeah, you can just drive through the park and then park in one of the parking lots and get out and walk. This is the second stop when you come through the park, and you can actually walk off of the boardwalk here and get right up to the rocks. Even though the rocks are very jagged looking, they kind of feel very smooth. It's really weird. But then you come over here and just look at this view. I mean, this is amazing. And it just keeps going and going off in the distance. And it's cool how, like, right over here you can see all of the lines from the different types of rock. It's pretty deep. I don't know how far down that goes, down into it, but yeah, this is really pretty. It seems like, because I mean, it's not sunset yet, but I would think if you came here, like, it would be a good idea maybe to come a little in the day, maybe around 4 o'clock, do some of the hiking, and then as the sun sets, the sun's gonna hit this rock and make some really pretty colors, and then just stay until nighttime so you can see the stars. I am leaving Badlands National Park. Some things about it. When I first got there, there was a couple of people in line at the ranger station in their cars waiting to go in, and then slowly, one by one, they pulled ahead without anyone coming out. And so when I got up there, it turns out there was a sign that said, if there are no rangers there, just go ahead and enter the park, but be prepared to show a prepaid pass. And they did have a QR code where you could scan it and you could pay online and, you know, get the pass. Now, I bought the National Park Pass. I got it from REI. It's like, I think, $89, something like that. But it is good for a year, and it gets you into all of the national parks in the United States. So if you're going to do a trip like this, where you're hitting several national parks, then it makes a lot of sense to just buy the pass, because it's per car, and just to get into Badlands National Park was $35 for one car. Now you can pile...
Turn left to I-90 West.
My instructions. I'm heading towards Mount Rushmore. I want to get there. It says I'm going to get there a little after 8. But I'm driving slow since I'm filming this. But anyways, you can pile as many people as you want into your vehicle and just pay the $35. But if, like, it's only you or you and one other person, doesn't really make sense. Just go ahead and buy the National Park Pass and call it a day. Also, it was $25 for motorcycles. So if you're coming with a group, then, I don't know, maybe 2 people ride on a motorcycle together or something. I don't know. But, yeah, so luckily I had the pass. That way, in case they asked, I could have shown it, but there was nobody there that asked me. There were no rangers. They do have a gift shop there where you can buy stuff. I bought several things, and it's a wide variety of things. There's clothes, food, toys, your typical souvenirs like magnets and shot glasses, stuff like that. I would say if you're coming to Badlands, you could probably get through the whole thing in like a half a day or less. And that's including really hiking. Now, I did not hike. I am not dressed to hike. I can hike. I don't prefer to hike, but yeah, I mean, you could hike every bit of it probably in half a day. But since I'm not hiking, I'm just gonna go ahead and head on and try to get to Mount Rushmore and check that out to see the night version of Mount Rushmore. So I have made it up to Mount Rushmore. I'm actually sitting in the parking garage, or parking deck, whatever you want to call it. To let you know, it's $10 per vehicle to park here, but it's good for a year. So, which is great because, you know, it's nighttime. I want to see everything lit up, and then I want to come back tomorrow morning and actually see it during the daytime as well. So I'll be able to use that one pass for both times. I wasn't sure what time the lighting was. I thought it was sunset. I guess I had read online it was sunset, but when you come here, make sure you essentially just Google it, because that's what I did. I just Googled like Mount Rushmore lighting time today, and it will tell you what time, because it changes throughout the year. So for today, the lighting ceremony starts at 9 p.m. Apparently it lasts 45 minutes. It said on there's like a ranger talks and whatnot, and then they have the whole show. But it's supposed to last 45 minutes, and then once it's lit, it will stay lit until 11 p.m. So if you wanted to, you could still stay in the park and get pictures or videos or whatever. But we are gonna go in, and I will try to capture the light show on my camera so I can show you guys. So I finally got a hotel. It is a Courtyard by Marriott. I will do a review video on this room for all of you. That way you can check it out in case you want to come up here. I'm so tired. I could literally fall asleep right now with makeup on and being dirty and wearing clothes and just crash. I'm so tired. I've been going since 4 a.m. and right now it is 10:37 p.m. and all the driving and everything else and the heat, I'm just exhausted. I'm gonna sleep really good tonight. At least I hope I will. So yeah, when I was finished with Mount Rushmore, I was sitting in my car and looked online trying to find hotels. Generally, I try, if I'm gonna do a hotel, I try to stay at like a Marriott or a Hilton. They usually are consistently good. So I usually try to stay with them. I have stayed at others and they're fine too, but plus I have rewards with Marriott and Hilton. So I found this Marriott and it was a lot cheaper than when I was researching a couple of months ago, even a couple of weeks ago. But then again, I booked it at like 10 o'clock at night, so the price dropped. But yeah, I'll do a review video on this room. So far, for the first day, I am extremely, extremely happy. I was able to do everything that I wanted to do today. You know, of course, get the rental car, have everything go smoothly with that, drive through Nebraska. The drive could have been a little bit better, but then again, if I had taken a different route through Nebraska, I probably would have stopped more and I would not have been able to do everything that I wanted to do. So there is a trade-off with that. But yeah, then I did Badlands National Park. One of my coworkers had mentioned, while I'm up here, I need to go to Wall Drug. And apparently Wall Drug is like this huge thing where it's like a touristy thing. And between between Badlands National Park and Mount Rushmore on that highway was Wall Drug. It was in Wall, I think it's Wall, South Dakota. I think the city is, or the town is called Wall, and then you have Wall Drug. But I ended up going there. It was really cool. I would definitely say go there if you're going to be in the area. They have a cafe there. They have all kinds of stuff. There's all these little rooms in there, and they have a million souvenirs. I bought a ton of souvenirs. So yeah, if you get a chance, go to Wall Drug, especially if you're needing to get souvenirs up here. I was able to get souvenirs at Badlands National Park for Badlands, and also souvenirs at Mount Rushmore. So I have a ton of souvenirs. I got a sticker so that I can create my magnets. I'm not gonna unwrap it and show you, but I got a shot glass. I collect shot glasses. I also got an ornament for Mount Rushmore because I do the Christmas tree ornaments. I got a really cool hoodie. I'm excited about that. I love having these like hoodies or long sleeve t-shirts or even 3/4 length sleeve t-shirts. They're just so comfortable, and it's just a nice little like present for myself. And then I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I also got these mini building blocks. They're like little baby Legos or nano blocks. But this one is from Mount Rushmore. I just thought it was so cute. I got some of these when I went to Washington, D.C. and Alaska, and I think I got one in Boston and New York. So every time I travel, I try to find some of these because they're just so cute, and I've got them at work. They're on my desk at work. And then, oh, what else do I have here? So from Badlands, I also got a shot glass and an ornament and a sticker. So that's kind of like my thing. I get a sticker, a shot glass, and an ornament, and then if possible, I'll get like a hoodie or long sleeve t-shirt, and then the little mini building blocks. So tomorrow morning, I'll probably get up and have breakfast. They have apparently breakfast here in the hotel. I heard the woman at the counter telling somebody. I want to have a really good breakfast. That way I'm not snacking so much during the day. And then I'm going to go back to Mount Rushmore and get pictures and videos of it during the daytime, because the videos and the pictures at night just don't do it justice. And there was stuff along the way that I was like, oh, I want to take a picture of that, but you can't see it because it's dark. But I also want to kind of explore Rapid City if I can. I want to go to Deadwood, and that probably will mean me going through Sturgis. And right now the Sturgis like motorcycle rally is going on. Tomorrow is the last day. If I can avoid Sturgis, I will, because the traffic's going to be horrendous. But, you know, if I have to go through it, I go through it. And then I also want to go to Wind Cave National Park. I'm pretty much kind of moving my way up north through South Dakota and hitting these things, and then I'll cut into Wyoming and hit Devil's Tower and then just start working my way into Wyoming. So I'm hoping to get all these things done tomorrow in South Dakota, hit up Devil's Tower, and then somewhere in Wyoming is probably where I'll spend the night tomorrow night. I don't foresee me, I'll be lucky if I can get all these little things done tomorrow and really be able to get into Wyoming. Maybe make it to Cody, but I doubt it. But we'll see. We'll see. Optimistic. So yeah, today has been a fantastic day. I've got to see a lot and experience a lot, and I have more souvenirs that I know what to do with. But yeah, I'm gonna crash out. And well, first I'm gonna shoot the video for this hotel room and then I'm gonna crash out. And I will see everyone tomorrow.